Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the Apocaflix Movie Podcast. I am your host, Jake Berlin. I am joined today by my fellow Apocaflixers, Jacob Bartley and Gio Ramos. How's it going, guys?
Doing good.
Doing great.
So this podcast is dedicated to our most anticipated films for 2016. We're really looking forward to the new year. There's tons of films to be looking forward to. It's very hard to narrow down our list. For you first-time listeners, our list is going to be compiled of 10 films that we're looking forward to with a couple honorable mentions. We're going to go through our list. We're going to go through with the 10 through 6 first, and then the 5 through 2, and then we're going to give our number one film of 2016, of what we're looking forward to the most. So I'm going to start with Jacob. What are a couple honorable mentions? I know the list is hard, man, and as many honorable mentions as you want because the list is big. And what is your 10 through 6 most anticipated films of 2016?
Okay, so I'm just going to list off my honorable mentions. Movies that easily could have been in like the bottom 5 of my list. But so here it goes. Assassin's Creed, starring Michael Fassbender. Cannot wait. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Sounds incredible, especially with Eddie Redmayne starring. Cannot wait. Gambit. I'm a huge X-Men superhero fan. It should be in my top 10, but it's the superhero movie I'm looking to the least in 2016, but I'm still looking forward to it. So Gambit, Finding Dory, Warcraft, The Magnificent Seven, which is Antoine Fuqua film starring Chris Pratt, Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke. Matt Bomer. It was my number 10 on my list for a while, but I took it out because I made a decision, but I'm so looking forward to The Magnificent Seven. And then one that should have been on also is The Huntsman Winter's War. I'm so looking forward to that movie, especially with that cast. Amazing. But my official list, number 10, most anticipated movie for 2016 is Neighbors 2.
Nice.
All right. If you've been listening to our podcast or following our site, these guys know I love my hard R raunchy comedies, especially when they involve Seth Rogen. So I loved Neighbors, and especially just the chemistry between him, Zac Efron, and Seth Rogen, amazing. And just the whole cast, it was incredible comedy. It actually had a very deep message, I think, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So, and Neighbors 2, it looks, I'm a little worried about it, but nevertheless, I loved the first one, so I'm very much looking forward to the second one.
Rose Byrne, Evan Goldberg coming back writing.
Rose Byrne, and especially Dave Franco is supposed to return as well. Mm-hmm. And Chloe Grace Moretz got cast as the sorority.
Selena Gomez.
Oh, right? Yeah. See, and what is it called? Neighbors 2 Sorority
Uprising.
Yeah. So it's going to be stupid. It's going to be cheesy, but so was the first one, and we loved it. So I'm so looking forward to Neighbors 2. My number 9 most anticipated movie for 2016 is The Jungle Book. Watching this trailer in theaters gives me chills. It looks so incredible, and I love that they're not like, they don't look like animated animals. They look like real animals, and I love that. And it's crazy to me that they're going to be talking. Like, they could have made this movie like nature-y and like not have the animals talk, like try to make it realistic or something. But I love that it's pretty much based on the Disney animated film, and Jon Favreau is directing it. Visually, it's the movie I'm looking forward to the most, and I cannot wait for this film. Nostalgia. Jungle Book is like a movie I watched so many times as a kid.
I heard that the animals are going to talk.
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
No, I said they. I said they could have. No, they do talk.
Okay, they
do. Scarlett Johansson's Snake talks, but I said they could have went the direction where they don't talk. I was saying that, but I said I'm glad that they are talking because it's based on the animated film. Yeah. So that's my number 9. Man, I feel like my number 8 should be higher on my list, but my number 8 film is Doctor Strange. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love the MCU. They haven't done anything wrong yet, in my opinion. A few mediocre movies here and there, but studios have done worse. But Doctor Strange is so interesting to me because Marvel has been doing this. They've been taking their films and not just making them superhero films, but making them have their own subgenres. We talk about it all the time. Guardians of the Galaxy, space opera, Captain America, Winter Soldier, spy thriller, Ant-Man, comedy heist. Like, they all have their own genres, and Doctor Strange is going to be, a psychological mind trip Christopher Nolan type movie, you know, with horror elements, I'm sure, in the MCU, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my goodness. And it's rumored that Tom Holland as Spider-Man is supposed to make an appearance, which is freaking crazy. I predicted that Doctor Strange would be in a Spider-Man movie, but now we're getting it reverse way around because they do have a lot of interactions in the comics as far as I know. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange. So, and my number 7 film of looking forward to in 2016 is Silence. And it doesn't have a specific release date yet, but it's supposed to come out in 2016. For those of you who don't know, it's a Martin Scorsese directed film starring Andrew Garfield, Adam Driver, and Liam Neeson as the 3 leads. And I'm not very interested in the subject matter at all. It's a religion movie. I don't know if it's heavily I don't know how much religion is involved, but you know, it's about priests that go looking for their, you know, another priest. Basically. Yeah, the pastor. So I don't know about the subject matter. Hopefully it doesn't get too preachy, but as far as the director and the cast, holy crap. I'm so looking forward to this movie. And my number 6 movie, again, I feel like it should be higher, but you know, there's so many movies coming out next year. My number 6 movie is X-Men Apocalypse. I am a huge X-Men fan. It's, you know, the 2000 X-Men movie is one of my favorite films of all time. It's in my top 10 movies of all time. And I love X2. I love X-Men Days of Future Past. You know, we got Deadpool coming out earlier this year. The X-Men universe is, you know, I love it every bit as much as I love the MCU. And I love that they're bringing in the young X-Men again. And we're getting, young, talented actors to play these characters. And they could play them for 20 more years, just like Hugh Jackman played Wolverine. So, yeah, just running through my 10 through 6. Neighbors 2, The Jungle Book, Doctor Strange, Silence, and X-Men Apocalypse.
It's an awesome list, man. I know it's hard to put together. So
it really is.
All right, Gio, you're up, man. Let's see what you got.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start off with some honorable mentions, and then we'll get on with it. Honorable mentions. I totally forgot about Silence until Jacob just mentioned it. I mean, how could you not be looking forward to this movie? Martin Scorsese, Liam Neeson, Andrew Garfield. I mean, Adam Driver. We haven't seen any of the. There hasn't been a trailer yet, right?
No, I think just images.
Okay, just images. Few images. The images look great. I mean, this looks like this is the first time I'm going to see Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver, even Liam Neeson, in this type of role. You know, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of dialogue.
Qui-Gon Jinn, Kylo Ren, and Spider-Man.
Right?
Yeah. It's true, though. It's true.
And then, oh boy, all right, here we go. All right, some other honorable mentions. Assassin's Creed, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Michael Fassbender, Marianne Cotillard, Justin Cruzel, the 3 who directed Macbeth. I hear great things about it. I have not seen Macbeth yet, but I'm looking forward to that. 1 of 2 video game movies coming out next year. Definitely looking forward to it. Oh boy. All right. Doctor Strange, Deadpool, Civil War, and X-Men Apocalypse all make my honorable mentions. You know, this is tough. I love comic book movies. You know, Civil War, the Russo brothers coming back. You got pretty much everyone in that movie, minus the Hulk and Thor.
My whole freaking mind just shattered. Civil War's not in your top 10.
I know.
That is absolutely insane.
I know. And neither is X-Men Apocalypse or Deadpool or Doctor Strange. And I'm looking forward to all these movies.
You're crazy.
Like you said, Jake, you know, it's tough, you know, but maybe you guys will understand after I explain these next ones. Number 10 for me, Disney animated Moana. It's Disney's follow-up to Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen. Now they're doing Moana. It's the tale of this young Pacific Islander girl who is like a natural-born navigator, and she goes on a quest with a demigod named Maui, who's played by Dwayne Johnson. And these two go off in a voyage. From what I read about it, it sounds really awesome and beautiful. And I'm a native Pacific Islander, so to hear that Disney is doing a film like this, it just, for me personally, it's so exciting for me. I'm very much excited for it. My number 9 movie is Suicide Squad. I really wanted to put this movie so much higher, but I mean, just I mean, no buts. It's freaking awesome. Okay, David Ayer. You know, he has a particular tone with his movies. Very dark, very violent. You know, which is what Suicide Squad is going to be. I love his take on it. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Jared Leto as the Joker. Will Smith as Deadshot. Like those three alone are just like enough to carry a film. But then you have other characters like Slipknot. Oh God, what's her name with the sword?
Katana.
Did you mention Enchantress?
Killer Croc, Enchantress, Cara
Delevingne.
Delevingne. What an incredible ensemble, guys! Like
David
Ayer, and I love that DC is taking a different approach with their cinematic universe. You know, they're introducing all the heroes, well, essentially all the heroes and the villains, like at one time. You know, like boom, these are your guys, and the rest is gonna play out by itself. So number 9 is Suicide Squad. Number 8 is Inferno. Now, a lot of people might not like the Ron Howard, Tom Hanks, Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, but I actually like those movies. I really do. I like Tom Hanks as Robert Langdon. Langdon. Like it's really like his character is so smart. It's almost like an Indiana Jones, except without the physicality of Indiana Jones. Like he's just so smart. I like the direction Ron Howard takes these movies. You know, I don't know a lot about religion, but some of the stuff that they touch in there is just so crazy. So I'm definitely looking forward to this third film. Also stars Felicity Jones. So her and Tom Hanks, I'm excited to see that. So that's my number 8. My number 7 is The Magnificent Seven. Hell yeah. Antoine Fuqua, Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke. I don't know if I'm missing anybody.
Matt Bomer.
I was about to say Jason Momoa, but he dropped out sadly. But just a Western with this kind of ensemble and Denzel Washington and Antoine Fuqua re-teaming up again, it just sounds so exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Can't wait to see Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt interact, dude.
Yeah, well, and Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh
just
God.
riding horses and like, you know, 6 shooters and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be awesome. So my number 6 is gonna be Hacksaw Ridge. That's right, guys. Mel Gibson's coming back, 2015. All of you still giving him crap for what he said 10 years ago need to get over it. Okay, this guy, he's an amazing film director. Okay, he won Best Director for Braveheart, and I also won Best Picture, which I just saw for the first time. Well, maybe not the first time.
What?
No, wait, no. It's not the first time.
In a while?
Like in over like 15 years. Yeah.
So the first time you remember watching it?
Yes.
Wow, what'd you think?
Like
exactly.
a masterpiece. Like, and this guy's directing a war film in World War II. Like, I cannot wait.
Who's starring in that again?
Andrew Garfield,
and Vince Vaughn.
Andrew Garfield's gonna have a hell of a year next year.
Yes. And
Oscar.
yeah, and Mel Gibson, like
Or this year, I mean.
Yeah, this
when
year,
Mel
yeah.
Gibson's behind the camera, he delivers something so magnificent, so perfect. It's so incredible. I cannot wait for this movie. Hacksaw Ridge, guys, 2015, The Return of Mel Gibson. That's my 10 through 6. So number 10, Moana. Number 9, Suicide Squad. Number 8, Inferno. Number 7, The Magnificent Seven. And number 6, Hacksaw Ridge.
Man, that's an awesome list. There's a lot of good films on there, that's for sure. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead with my list. Some honorable mentions to start. I'm going to run through them real quick. Warcraft, Finding Dory, Gold, Independence Day Resurgence, Star Trek Beyond, The Girl on the Train, Ghostbusters, Assassin's Creed, Free State of Jones, Jungle Book, Silence, Doctor Strange, and X-Men Apocalypse.
What is Gold?
Gold is Matthew McConaughey and Edgar Ramirez. It's about they're searching for a lost treasure in like.
Edgar Ramirez is the guy that was in Joy, right? That plays her
Yes,
ex-husband. Dude,
yes.
he's a great
Yeah,
actor.
you should. Okay, the movie's not very good, but he's really good in Point Break.
No,
He's
I'm
really
I
good
want
at
to watch
Point
it
Break.
because of
Bodhi,
him.
right?
He plays Bodhi. Yeah.
Hey, I know you didn't like Joy, but he was really good.
No, he was good. He
Yeah.
was good. So yeah, that's actually a movie that a lot of people don't know about, but Matthew McConaughey and Edgar Ramirez together. So
That's amazing.
so that's my honorable mentions. But starting off from number 10, The Magnificent Seven.
Nice.
The original Magnificent Seven is one of the best movies ever made. The story it tells, I mean, it's so incredible. And, you know, I haven't been the hugest fan of Antoine Fuqua. I didn't really like The Equalizer. But Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, Matt Bomer, and so many other names. A Western like this with him at the helm, it just sounds that exciting, especially off what Chris Pratt is doing now and the fact that he picked this as the next project. And I think Antoine Fuqua could be the right choice to direct this film, depending on how it goes. And it just seems super exciting. We haven't seen a single thing from it yet, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. So number 9, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. You may be thinking, oh, why is this high up on your list? The last trailer scared me. I'll be honest. It scared me. And not only because it released something that shouldn't have been released, but Zack Snyder isn't always the best director. And I'm a little bit worried. I'm worrying that maybe it's not going to be what we're hoping it's going to be. It's only because of the last trailer. The first trailer was remarkable. I mean, the first Comic-Con trailer was killer. It's something that we've never seen before. It's the 2 biggest superheroes of all time on the same screen together. But there's just something about it that's holding me back. And which is fine with me because I'm going with lower expectations than other people, and it can maybe blow my mind.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. So right now it's my number 9. Don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward to it. It's still going to be one of the biggest movies of the year. But that ranks into my number 9. Number 8, Bourne 5.
Nice.
The Bourne franchise.
Of course.
It's not only because of her, but my dad, he loves the Bourne franchise, and growing up, it's what I watched with him. I remember him buying me the DVD box for Christmas one year with all 3 of them. The fact that Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass are coming back for this Bourne is so amazing. And I get chills looking at those first 2 images. The one where he's unwrapping his knuckles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, it's so
Dude,
badass.
he looks ripped.
Yeah, and I mean, it's him. You have Alicia Vikander, who we all know that I freaking love. Vincent Cassel is the villain. There's so many other names on there that are attached to it. It's just, I mean, how can you not get excited about a Bourne movie?
Yeah.
Especially since the last one that Greengrass and Damon did was Bourne Ultimatum, which is hands down one of the best action movies of all time.
Did you like the Jeremy Renner one?
I was okay with the Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, I liked it.
But it was missing Bourne.
Exactly. Did your dad like the Jeremy Renner one?
I think so, yeah.
It's not a bad movie
It's
at
not
all.
a bad movie at all. It's just missing Jason Bourne. And the fact that he's coming back is so exciting. Number 7, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Should have been on my list.
I love Harry Potter. I'm not as big as a fan as some people, but what the last handful of movies did were so incredible.
And who's returning to direct?
David Yates.
Exactly.
He is directing the spin-off Fantastic Beasts. The fact that Eddie Redmayne, who could ultimately almost be a double rating Oscar winner by the time this movie comes out, with him in the lead, is so crazy to think about. The first teaser trailer, it didn't show much, but it was so intriguing. Like, there's so much of a world there, and the fact that they're creating this world 7 years before anything Harry Potter happened is so interesting because Harry Potter isn't the only wizard that ever lived. Obviously,
it expands the world.
Yeah, it expands it just like the Star Wars universe is doing and everything. With David Yates directing it, J.K. Rowling blueprint.
She's writing too.
Yeah, it just seems like it's ready for success. Plus, it's something different than we've really getting all this comic book stuff. We're getting this wizard stuff, and it just seems very exciting.
Yeah.
Number 6, Suicide Squad. David Ayer, Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, Joel Kinnaman, Cara Delevingne, all these other people in this film. In the first superhero film to focus solely on supervillains, there just seems so much there, and it seems so exciting. And the first trailer was so awesome. It looks dark. It looks brutal. I mean, I wish it was rated R, but it's not rated R, which is totally fine with me. But it works. It looks exciting. It's introducing a whole new world to not just superhero fans, but the DC universe, especially following a movie like Batman or Superman. It's kind of going to counter that.
It's going to have Batman in it.
Yeah, we're getting a new Joker. We're finally getting Harley Quinn. You have Will Smith playing someone like Deadshot.
Killer Croc.
You have Killer Croc. You have King Shark. You have Captain Boomerang. You have all these characters in there. And with someone like David Ayer directing, he's like the perfect fit for this movie.
Writing and directing.
Yeah, he's like the perfect fit. It's dark. And after you watch Fear, you're like, oh, dude, this guy was born to direct this kind of movie. So that definitely fits at my number 6. So going through them again, my number 10, Magnificent 7. Number 9, Batman v Superman. Number 8, Bourne 5. Number 7, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And number 6, Suicide Squad. All right, Jacob. What is your 5 through 2? What do you got?
Man, I wonder if there's going to be any superhero movies on this. Well, let's kick it off right away. Number 5, Deadpool. This could be my number 1. Like, it really could. I'm so looking forward to this movie, and it's only a month away.
It's literally a month away.
Literally like a month and a couple days away. That's so incredible. I cannot wait. I can't believe we're kicking off 2016 with Deadpool.
Well, we saw that trailer last night watching The Revenant, and it's like...
And even like the green band. It's
the green band is
one.
so good.
I love the red band, the newest red band trailer though. It's the best trailer like I've seen all year. But yeah, I can't say enough about Deadpool. It has, this is so crazy. It has the potential to be one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. If it hits on all the cylinders, I'm hoping it does. It has that potential. So yeah, Deadpool. Number 4 is Suicide Squad. Trust me, I want. You can tell I love superheroes, and this is going to be a very different film. I'm very much looking forward to the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker. The most intriguing thing to me is Harley Quinn. Just first of all, the fact that they decided to take Harley Quinn to the big screen is incredible. And before they announced that, a lot of people were like, "Oh, they'll never bring Harley Quinn into the movies." Well, they're doing it, and just. The whole cast, it's going to be a crazy ensemble. I really loved Fury from David Ayer in 2014, and it's the same idea, like ensemble cast of like pretty much scumbags all working together, you know. So yeah, I'm Suicide Squad, Batman. Ben Affleck's going to be in it as Batman. It's going to be freaking crazy. I cannot wait. It almost like has a feel of like a horror movie.
I didn't even mention Viola Davis's Amanda Waller.
That's gonna be incredible.
Yeah,
dude. It's hard to name all the things you're excited for this movie. Like I didn't know anything about Cara Delevingne, and like I remember, I watched Paper Towns, and she's pretty good in it, but she's barely in the movie. I thought she was gonna be in it more, and I remember I told you guys I didn't think she was that hot, but. I did some research.
Dude.
I did not know that she was a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah.
She is drop dead gorgeous. Absolute. She's a dime.
You know when she looks best is that Call of Duty commercial.
Oh my God, when she has the guns.
She looks. Oh Jesus.
Like it's weird. I didn't think she was that hot in Paper Towns, but
she was playing a young girl, so it was kind of hard.
Yeah, but oh my. There's no shame in admiring a woman's body.
We'll see how you feel after this because she's gonna look crazy in this one.
Look up her Victoria's Secret photos. She's incredibly attractive. But yeah, Suicide Squad. I cannot be more excited for it. Number 3, which should be number 1, but I gotta make decisions. So my number 3 is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. We did our top 5 actresses working in Hollywood today last month or a couple months ago, and Felicity Jones was my number 1. I feel about her as you do as Alicia Vikander. Like I cannot,
or Daisy Ridley at this point.
Like I cannot stop thinking about her. Like if any movie that she's gonna be in, I'm gonna be all over it. Like I cannot wait. I've watched like a lot of her little indie films, and of course, in The Theory of Everything, she's incredible. I'm so happy that she's getting a shot because she deserves it. She was supposed to be a part of the Spider-Man franchise going forward. She's going to be Black Cat.
Yeah.
And she was a character in Amazing Spider-Man 2, but that franchise fell apart, and now it's in the MCU. But she really deserves it. She's an incredible performer, and she's drop-dead gorgeous, and I'm so excited that she's leading a Star Wars movie. And aside from that, it's the first Star Wars spin-off film that we're getting. It's
the new Star Wars.
And it's set in a time era that I'm so interested in Star Wars, and it's going to be like a heist movie, and it's so incredible. I can't wait for it. So yeah, that Rogue One: A Star Wars Story is my number 3 most anticipated movie for 2016. My number 2 is Captain America: Civil War. I'm in love with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's my favorite thing going on in Hollywood right now. That trailer gets to me so much. Like every time I see it, every time it comes on in the theater, I get tired of trailers easily, and I'm not tired of this trailer yet. I've seen it like 10 times in theaters, and whenever I go to a movie with somebody, I'm so excited for them to see the trailer because they don't know that this movie's coming. Like a lot of like my brothers and my mom, they don't know that this movie's coming out, and they're like, oh, what is that? That's coming out. Why are they fighting each other? Like, and it's so fun for me to explain to them what's going on.
Yeah.
So, Captain America: Civil War, just that last scene in the last trailer is all I have to.
It's not even that. It's the he's my friend.
Yeah, that's
so
what
was
I'm
I.
talking about.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm
that
talking
is-
about. Like the whole, not just the action part of it, but the whole dialogue and everything. So yeah, my number 2 most anticipated film for 2016 is Captain America: Civil War. So wait, are we?
No,
are we
you're holding off on
now?
number 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, my 5 through 2 is Deadpool, Suicide Squad, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, and Captain America: Civil War.
Nice. Superhero heavy. I like it. Hey, I dig my superheroes. Don't worry.
Of course.
All right, Gio, what do you got, man? What's 5 through 2?
All right. Well, I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. It just happens to be, this. So my number 5 is Born 5. Then my number 7 was Magnificent 7. My number 5 is Born 5. Paul Greengrass and Matt Damon coming back. I mean, how could you not be excited? Vincent Cassel, I loved him in it was a very weird movie,
Well,
but
he was also the baddie in the Ocean movies. The other
Yes, Ocean's 12,
the
yeah.
other heist guy.
Yeah. I mean, just the way Paul Greengrass, when he came in on Born 2 and 3, like Doug Liman did a good job with the first one, but the second and third one, just the action went
Expanded it.
even more. And he's back. Matt Damon is back. He's looking ripped. I don't know what he's eating up there in Mars, but man, that guy is like swole. Paul Greengrass, I believe he directed Captain Phillips.
He did, yes.
And coming off of that film, it's like, wow,
It's a
now
great
he's
movie.
now he's coming back.
It's very underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see Alicia Vikander in that too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
So that's my number 5. Number 4, The Jungle Book. Jon Favreau, he's just an amazing director. He had a little bit of a slip when he did Iron Man 2, and then I didn't watch Cowboys and Aliens, but from what I hear, it's not very good.
It's funny though when you call Iron Man 2 a slip. It's like it's not even a terrible movie. It's just that it came after Iron Man.
Exactly. When you compare it to Iron Man 1,
It's like it's just funny that you call that a slip.
We'll get into that later. What was I saying? The Jungle Book. Okay, so the fact that this was all the entire film was shot at a soundstage in downtown LA, and you look at the film, you're like, no way. Like there's got to be some kind of realism. They went somewhere. No, they didn't. They didn't go to no jungle or anything like that. This was all downtown. And the cast, the voice, you want to talk about an ensemble? You got Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray, Idris Elba.
Lupita Nyong'o, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Like, I cannot wait to see these guys. And Disney, they've done, what would you say, about like a fairly good job with their live action films. I mean, Cinderella.
I think it's about 50-50
I saw
right now.
Cinderella. That was amazing.
Cinderella and Maleficent.
It's been about 50-50.
It's about 50-50 right now.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're going to hit it out of the park with the
Yeah.
Jungle Book. I feel like Jon Favreau is really going to bring it.
Yeah, Jungle Book and then Beauty and the Beast.
I
in
think they
2017 is gonna
they
be-
finally found their stride.
Yeah. My number 3 is Warcraft. Every time there's a little update on this film, I'm always first to write about it. At least among the three of us. Like, I cannot wait for this movie. The first trailer, like I had high hopes for it, and then I saw it, and it was really good. I had to defend it more than I could praise it from some people, but I mean, just the visual effects, I liked it. The look of the orcs. It's not your typical practical effects like how you would find in Lord of the Rings. This is more of a this is more of a fantasy approach. They're more humanized. They have human features to them. And the story, I like how they're keeping it simple, like humans versus orcs. They're not getting into any of the magic or the sorcery or any of that kind of stuff that confuses, anybody about Warcraft, because Warcraft, have you guys ever played the game?
Nope.
Yeah, well, I've played a little bit of the game, but it's a very confusing, very deep, in-depth game, and I like how they're keeping it simple. This film, I feel like, is gonna open the door for the video game genre. I've been saying it for the last year. This is the time now. Video games are gonna be happening in Hollywood the right way. And Duncan Jones, you've seen Moon, and
oh my God.
like that guy, incredible.
Moon, if you've never seen Moon, like put that on the top of your list. Like Moon is remarkable.
Mm-hmm. Ben Foster, Travis
Fimmel from
Fimmel,
Vikings.
yeah.
Paula Patton.
Toby
Kebbell.
Kebbell,
Dominic
Clancy
Cooper.
Brown, Dominic Cooper. it's a great cast. I'm looking forward to this movie. Like, it's the time has come for video games. And my number 2 is gonna be Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which should be called an anthology, but whatever. Just the idea of the Death Star plans being heist. Like, this film looks like it's going to be a different take on the Star Wars universe. Like, it's going to be a little bit more grounded. You know, you have rebel soldiers. You're not going to have any Jedi Knights supposedly.
Think of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, basically, like with heist involved in it. You know, Felicity Jones. I thought she was the right pick for. I mean, I don't even know who she's playing, but I mean, if you're gonna have a female lead, I mean, we might. You know, you have Mads Mikkelsen. You got Donnie Yen in the Star Wars movie. No way. And then
I forget his name, but the guy from Nightcrawler, the Jake Gyllenhaal's intern,
Riz Ahmed.
He was great in Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah, and Forrest Whitaker. He's gonna have a role in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn, right?
Yes, Ben Mendelsohn. I just saw him in Mississippi Grind.
And I heard Darth Vader might be in it too.
Yeah, little guy,
Darth Vader.
Yeah, I hope they get Hayden Christensen back for that. And then Gareth Edwards directing Godzilla. It's gonna be a pretty good Star Wars film, guys. I'm curious to see how they're gonna market it, but that's after The Force Awakens. That's my number 2. So to recap, my number 5 was Born 5. Number 4 was The Jungle Book. Number 3 was Warcraft. Number 2 is Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Nice, solid list. Very different from Jacob's list, which is good. I like
That's
it.
great.
All right, well, moving on to mine, 5 through 2. So number 5, The Nice Guys.
Oh man, that should have been on
Nice
my
Guys.
honorable mentions for damn sure. For damn sure.
That freaking trailer, I am so blown away by how much I love that trailer.
Yeah.
Shane Black, he's getting back to what he does best. I just recently watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang a few weeks ago, and the fact that he's getting back to that same kind of feel, it's so good. Like, the trailer is so freaking good. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling together look insanely good. The tone, the fun, the entertainment, it looks like the type of movie that I'm gonna end up loving. And like I said, Shane Black, this is what he does best. Iron Man 3 was good, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. If you haven't seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I highly recommend watching Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because it's kind of the exact same thing.
He directed Snatch, right?
He did direct Snatch.
I still haven't seen it.
No, he didn't direct Snatch?
Oh, wait, no?
That was Guy Ritchie.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Doesn't he have an older film that...
No, I think Kiss Kiss
Beloved?
Bang Bang was his first one.
Is that it? Okay.
I think it was. But he's lined up to direct the new Predator movies.
Oh, that's right.
So,
That's right. Yeah.
So The Nice Guys is my number 5. So number 4, the Merc with the Mouth himself, the Pool of Death, Deadpool. You can't go wrong with this movie right now. I think it's the single greatest marketing to ever hit Hollywood. I mean, if you look at the type of, like, my family, they watch The Bachelor, and they're saying that there was a freaking Deadpool commercial where he's giving out roses. I mean,
he's like saying that the movie's about love.
Yeah, like how it's so freaking genius what they're doing, and so for someone like me who knows the character, who knows what he's about, they ripped him from the pages of the comic books and put him into a film. This is exactly what Deadpool's been needing. I know it's taken a long time, but the 7 years in the making has been worth it because the movie looks freaking phenomenal. Ryan Reynolds, he was born to play this role. From Colossus to Negasonic Teenage Warhead to Angel Dust to Ajax to Copycat to Weasel. I mean, it looks so much fun. Yeah, like the comedy, the action, the fourth wall breaking, the R rating. It looks like the perfect time for this movie, especially in a day of comic books where we're getting almost the same kind of thing here and there with like Marvel, and now DC's giving a darker tone. The first R-rated comic book movie. This is going to be huge because if this works, we may see Marvel or DC try and do an R-rated movie down the line.
Yeah.
And it has a lot hinging on it, but it looks like it's going to absolutely kill. No pun intended. So Deadpool's my number 4. Number 3, Hail Caesar.
Wow.
This trailer,
Nice.
when I first saw that trailer, like, first of all, the Coen brothers, geniuses. What they do is remarkable. But the first trailer was so good. It's funny. It's entertaining. The cast is crazy good. You have Josh Brolin, George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson, Jonah Hill, Tilda Swinton, Frances McDermott, Channing Tatum. I mean, they all look so good in their roles. Different kind of roles, too. It looks like just like a really good time to watch. And the Coen brothers writing, I mean, it's kind of born for success almost. So the Hail Caesar is definitely something I'm really, really looking forward to. Number 2, Civil War. Captain America Civil War. If it weren't for my number 1, this would easily be my number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
This film, I've been looking forward to it for so long. The Civil War comic book is my all-time favorite comic book arc. I've been waiting for this movie ever since the MCU started. And for those of you who know, I am a huge, huge Captain America fan who's going to whoop Tony Stark's ass. But anyway...
and Spider-Man's gonna be in it.
And Spider-Man's
That's
gonna be
amazing.
in it. But, I mean, coming off The Winter Soldier, which is my favorite Marvel film, the Russo brothers are back directing arguably the biggest film in Marvel so far.
Yes.
This film, what this is gonna build and what this is gonna create is so big. The aftermath of this film is gonna be so dark and destructive. All the characters, Black Panther's being introduced. You know, you have Scarlet Witch and Vision. You have Ant-Man coming in. You have superhero sides fighting each other. I mean, it's going to be chaos, and it's going to be so much fun to watch. It's going to be entertaining. What Marvel's doing is so genius. What the Russo brothers have done with Marvel is so genius. I love that they're coming back for this and Infinity War. So it's definitely worthy of my number 2. Easily my number 1 if it wasn't my number 1. So running through them again, my number 5 is The Nice Guys. Number 4, Deadpool. Number 3, Hail Caesar. And number 2, Captain America Civil War. All right, Jacob, I'm guessing I know what both of yours are, but what is your number 1 most anticipated movie of 2016?
Number 1 is The Finest Hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that movie doesn't look bad, though.
I'm actually really looking forward to The
it does not
Finest
look bad.
Hours. I mean, it's not anywhere near my top 10, but I really like Casey Affleck. I'm looking forward to that film. But, yeah, I wonder what my number 1 is. It's no question that, like, I don't understand how this is not other people's number 1, but Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, or Dawn of Justice, Batman v Superman. However,
No,
whatever
clearly
you wanna
just
call
Dawn
it.
of Justice. Don't get me started on that.
No, they're throwing down in this movie.
Hopefully longer than we think.
All right, so we're getting Batman and Superman in the same movie. First of all, they're fighting each other based on the Frank Miller The Dark Knight Returns comic. And
Loosely.
Inspired.
It's based on. I didn't say direct adaptation of. I said based on. All right. I'm excited that we're getting Wonder Woman in this movie. I'm excited that we're getting a small dose of Aquaman. I'm excited that we're going to be introduced to Cyborg, at least pre-Cyborg. So, yes, the last trailer did not need to show Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman standing next to each other with supposedly dark side coming out. They didn't need to show that.
Doomsday.
Or my bad, Doomsday. But I'm not gonna let one part of one trailer ruin my excitement for this movie. I think you're making a mistake if you're letting that one trailer ruin your excitement for this movie.
Focus on yours.
Like I don't know. No, that's part of my.
Well, okay, I'm not saying that it's ruining my take on the movie. Look, I'm looking forward to seeing Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Flash. But the movie is freaking called Batman v Superman.
Dawn of Justice.
Batman v Superman is the first thing you see.
Yeah, but
And that whole last scene of the
movie
movie
is part of the movie.
But the whole last scene of the trailer took away Batman v Superman. Now we know.
No, I agree. That was stupid. They show Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, and then Batman v Superman pops up. Like, it's kind of stupid. I agree. I'm pissed that they showed that. I really am. But I'm not gonna let it ruin my excitement for the film. Like, we're getting Batman.
I'm still excited.
Superman.
It's in my top 10.
Ben Affleck is playing Batman.
I get that, and I'm stoked.
No disrespect. I'm just kidding. But no, I cannot wait for this film, and it's very close. It's
2 months. Well, 2.5.
2.5 months away. I remember when it was 2 years away, dude.
When it was originally Batman vs Superman.
It's amazing. So, yeah, no question about it. Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice is the movie I'm most looking forward to in 2016.
All right, Gio, I'm guessing maybe it's the same thing, but what's your number 1 of
I don't
2016?
know. Not many comic movies are in my top 10. But, yeah, it's Batman v Superman, guys. Dawn of Justice. Come on now.
I'm actually surprised
Okay.
that's his number 1.
Okay, here we go. All right, so this movie would have been crap had David S. Goyer stuck with the script that he had. But nah, Ben Affleck came in and he said, you know what? I'm not gonna sign up to be Batman unless I get my boy Chris Terrio from Argo to come in and look at this script. He came in, did a complete overhaul of the script, kept some elements of David S. Goyer in there, but this is now Ben Affleck and Chris Terrio's film, which happens to be directed by Zack Snyder. And another thing, history shows us that movies from Zack Snyder that have really good, incredible trailers, the movies end up not being as good as the trailers. So guess what? This movie has trailers that are maybe the movies are good now.
You
guys
didn't like
see
the
what I'm
Comic-Con trailer?
No, I was particularly talking about how people are saying the third trailer is, this and that.
Now, everyone has a negative mindset about the movie now just because that last trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I want to clear. I am not looking forward to it as much as you guys, is because I wasn't the hugest fan of Man of Steel. That's the only reason why.
That has a lot to do with it too.
And that's Zack Snyder directed, so that's the only reason why.
No, that's
Batman. Ben Affleck as Batman, all that kind of stuff. I'm stoked.
I know you're excited. Trust me. Like, come on now.
We'll be there together opening night.
Yeah, yeah. Ben Affleck as Batman, he's gonna kill it. He's gonna be the best Batman ever.
I echo that.
He's gonna be the best Batman ever. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, he's gonna surprise everyone. I'm telling you, like this guy, he's so talented. If you've seen him in The Social Network, you know this guy can play like a mean billionaire type of guy, and he's gonna bring it this time. What's his name? Jeremy Irons as Alfred.
An action-oriented Alfred.
Yes, you want to go to war?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's gonna be awesome.
That wasn't bad.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Yeah. But Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Now, not many people are very excited about her, but so far from what we've seen so far, she is not disappointed.
But haven't heard.
But maybe they're saving that for later.
I can only judge what we've seen so far, and I think she looks great.
Oh, she looks great.
Yeah,
well,
but
she's
I agree with you.
model, that's why.
Dude, I'm really scared about that. I don't want to talk about it that much.
I'm not scared.
I'm rooting for her 100%. I want her to knock it out of the park. But I'm still nervous because I'm scared of how people are going to react to her. Like, I'm not scared how I'm going to feel to her.
Well, it's only the hardcore comic book people, because they have this mindset of who Wonder Woman is.
Oh, she has to have big boobs.
They have to. They have to realize
yeah.
that comic book adaptations, they're not the comic book characters. They're
Yeah,
different.
exactly.
Either you're going to go into this movie with an open mind, or you're going to go in hating it. All right. And if you're going to go in hating it, then I feel sorry for you. But last thing, this movie, we got the official runtime, 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
so
ridiculous.
here's what I think. I think 45 minutes is going to be dedicated of the movie. The first 45 minutes will be a build-up. Ben Affleck and or Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent kind of, investigating each other. And then towards the second act is going to be another 45 minutes, and then that's going to be them going at it and fighting. We're going to get 45 minutes of action. It's going to be beautiful. That's a lot of, maybe 30 minutes, all right? But that's still a lot of time. The last 45 minutes will be them coming together to take on Doomsday and defeat them. So still 45, 45, 45, and then the last 15 will be the setup of the Justice League. That's 2.5 hours right there. That's plenty of time to fit all this stuff in here, guys. You can 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours.
They're all going to be standing next to each other.
2.5 hours.
It's going to be like
you can
Dawn of Justice.
You can have 2.5 hours. That's enough time for a build-up, for a legit fight. You can throw in 2 fights in there in 2.5 hours. And from the latest rumor says that Zack Snyder is going to do the same thing he did for Watchmen at the end credits, where it's going to be like the Justice League kind of coming together. I don't know if you guys heard that rumor, but no. Have you guys seen Watchmen?
Yeah.
The opening credits where they show the superheroes, the backstory of the Watchmen, the Minutemen, and all that stuff.
Oh, it's going to be a monologue or a prologue.
Yeah.
So what, the rumors that the end credits are going to show the Justice League coming together?
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
In what sense? Like,
have you
like
seen
literally show like Aquaman?
Like actual footage, or like put together footage by what, like animation?
It's going to be similar to what Watchmen was, actual footage.
Oh, okay.
So that way you're not taking away from any of the story.
Yeah,
it's
the beginning of Watchmen was footage of
the Minutemen.
They were all fighting together and coming together and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there was like no dialogue or anything. It was just
it was
just
like
music.
directed by, produced by, starring, like all this kind of stuff.
No, whatever works. If it works, it works. We'll see.
Yeah, but Batman v Superman is my #1 most anticipated movie. I'll be there opening night along with Jake and Jacob.
No, I won't be there. No.
So I gotta say, that description you just gave, that's what scares me. What? That's exactly what scares me. Because 45 minutes of a 2.5 hour movie that's called Batman v Superman, dedicated to them just fighting, is not exactly
But
what I
another
wanted.
45 minutes for them, back and forth, Like,
Yeah, but it's
that's an hour and a half of a movie for Batman v Superman, man.
that's what scares me, man.
Do you
It
want
should be like 20 minutes at the end of the movie where you see Wonder Woman for the first time,
It might be.
and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
No, that's
It
what
might
it's
be.
gonna be. I think.
This
I
is
hope
all-
so.
this is
I think
all
we'll meet
speculation.
Diana. In
Oh no,
early in
because
the
we
movie.
see her
Yeah.
and Bruce Wayne
Exactly.
dancing.
I
But
like
no,
some
she won't
flirting.
suit up till the very end. I don't think.
I hope so. Crossing
Yeah.
my fingers. Anyway, so moving on to my number one. I'm sure you guys know what that is, but Star Wars Rogue One.
Rogue One.
The first spin-off movie in Star Wars history about something that we've been waiting for since the very opening of the original Star Wars, the stolen death plan or stolen the death plans, the stolen plans of the Death Star, set in a time where the Empire was ruling the galaxy, starring Felicity Jones, directed by Gareth Edwards, and all these other incredibly supporting. We didn't even mention Forrest Whitaker.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Forrest Whitaker, Ben Mendelsohn, Riz Ahmed, Donnie Yen, like all these people starring in this film, and especially after The Force Awakens, I have complete trust and just so much confidence in what Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm and Disney are doing with these properties. I think they chose Rogue One for a reason. I think it's going to tie into The Force Awakens, possibly into some backstories of certain characters, and I think it's just a remarkable story that's been waiting to be told for 30 plus years. It has obviously it has so much riding on it. The first spin-off movie, they plan on doing one every other year, giving a Star Wars movie every year, but don't go in expecting something remarkable. You have to go in with okay expectations, with something new. There's not going to be any Jedi. We'll see Darth Vader. We might not even see the Force. We might just see him. It's going to be a war gritty film, grounded with hardcore action and dialogue and all this kind of stuff going on. Something very new for
Real
Star Wars.
soldiers.
Yeah, something very, very new for Star Wars, and that's what gets me so excited because it's a complete new direction. But it's giving us a story that we're very familiar with, but that's something that we've been wanting for so long. And if this works, this sets up a whole new thing for Star Wars because the Han Solo movie, the Boba Fett movie, the Obi-Wan Kenobi movies, these all follow if this works. So obviously it has a lot riding on it like The Force Awakens, but because of The Force Awakens, I have complete confidence in what they're doing with this. It's obviously it's hard to say this, but it's my number one by a long shot. Like Civil War is number two, but it's up there for by a lot compared to Civil War. Wow. So so that'll wrap up our 10 best movies or 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. Let's run through them real quick. Jacob, what are your 10 most anticipated movies of 2016? Oh, we'll do that after that. Yeah.
It was Neighbors 2, The Jungle Book, Doctor Strange, Silence, X-Men Apocalypse, Deadpool, Suicide Squad, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, Captain America: Civil War, and Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Nice. Gio?
Going from 10 to 1. Number 10, Moana, and then Suicide Squad, Inferno, The Magnificent Seven, Hacksaw Ridge, Bourne 5, The Jungle Book, Warcraft, Rogue One, and Batman v Superman.
And running through mine, number 10, The Magnificent Seven. Number 9, Batman v Superman. Number 8, Bourne 5. Number 7, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Number 6, Suicide Squad. Number 5, The Nice Guys. Number 4, Deadpool. Number 3, Hail Caesar. Number 2, Captain America: Civil War. And number 1, Star Wars Rogue One. All right, fellas, reaction time. Whoa, any surprises?
Well,
Anything you want to talk about?
We kind of did our, we kind of debated on me and Jacob's number 1 already. Where'd you guys have Jungle Book?
I had it at number 9.
Okay, and you had it.
Jungle Book's at number 14.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. I am looking forward to that movie like crazy. But it follows number 11, X-Men Apocalypse.
Oof.
Number 12, Doctor Strange, and number 13, Silence.
Oh.
So
No Hacksaw Ridge?
Gio, I
No Hacksaw
honestly
Ridge?
think that you're lying to yourself that Captain America: Civil War is not in your top 10.
Yeah,
I think
that's-
you're lying to yourself. I really do. I know you're looking forward to that movie more than you said you are.
Really?
I don't know. That's just my assumption.
I'm always like. Go ahead. What? What?
I'm just looking.
Oh,
I'm just looking.
okay. Yeah, I'm apparently I'm always lying to myself in this and that. I am looking forward to Captain America: Civil War. Thank you very much. I love the Winter Soldier. And I told you guys this. My only worries about Civil War, and I'm gonna look up the old podcast where I said the same thing. Will it be on a big scale like Civil War was in the comic books? It didn't feel that way.
Does it
in
need
the
to be, though?
trailer? For Civil War, it better be. Why not?
Why can't it just be like a? Why does it have to be like a whole citywide fight? Why can't it be in like a backyard fight?
I forget who said it, but they said it's like a fight at a family wedding.
Yeah, it's a fight at a wedding, a family fight at a wedding.
I know, but I mean, when you think about the Civil War storyline, you think about on the steps
we're
of
not
like
directly
Washington
adapting
D.C.
these storylines.
I know, but I mean,
I have a hard time believing that you're more excited for Inferno than Captain America Civil War.
honestly, yeah.
I'm excited for Inferno. Yes,
more than Captain America: Civil War.
I mean, you know, I like Tom Hanks. What do you
Yeah,
want?
no,
That's
your
fine.
opinion.
No,
like,
no,
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 that's fine.
no,
Listen, your opinion is
because you
completely
guys just
valid.
completely.
We
you
just
guys,
wanna know
you guys
why.
completely discredited my list.
No,
and
we're-
that's
No,
fine.
no, no,
not
no,
at
no,
all.
That's
no,
fine. It's
no.
fine.
It's
You know
just
what?
it's
Just
the
remember-
biggest shocker. That's for
I
sure.
mean, like, just remember, like, who's gonna be the most excited to write about these movies as we get closer and whatnot. Okay, all right.
No, we're just astonished that it's not on your list, dude. We're not, you know.
And also, it's another thing too is that we kind of know what we're gonna get with Marvel. We know we're gonna get a great movie, you know. And
Well,
this and
that's
that.
why Batman vs Superman is my number one and Civil War is my number two, because you know I've seen these characters so long and I'm so excited to see them again. But I'm more excited to see a new Batman and a Wonder Woman and them all with Superman on screen. So
And I had a comic movie as my number one. Okay.
hey, I didn't say anything about.
I
comic
got a
movies.
question. So, for both you two, I didn't hear Ghostbusters out of either of you. Not looking forward to it?
I am, but it's like all these other movies I mentioned. I'm looking forward to more.
Yeah.
It's probably in like my top 40.
Oh wow!
And
I just watched the
There's so
original.
many
I just
movies
watched the
coming out,
original
though.
two last night again. They were on IFC. It's like
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to it. I really liked Spy a lot. Paul Feig.
the only thing that scares me is
Melissa
Melissa McCarthy. That's the only thing that scares me.
Really?
I don't like her very much.
I like her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm more curious about it though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know it's not going to be a distraction for me, but it's going to be a distraction for a lot of the, you know, fans of the longtime Ghostbusters to see females in this role.
I just don't want it to be like a comedy. I'd rather it like I want it to take after what the original Ghostbusters did. Like it wasn't a straight comedy like a Paul Feig comedy. That's
Yeah.
what kind of scares me about it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people use the word fun in these remakes and stuff like that, but I don't want them to be like that, you know? Like that's kind of the problem I had with Jurassic World was everyone was saying it's so fun, and it's just like, well, yeah, but I mean, the Jurassic Park, the first one was fun too, but that film
horrifying.
was like it
was a horror movie.
different, you know. So I mean, I'm getting off topic here. No, Finding Dory. No.
It's
It was on my honorable mentions.
Okay.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about like in the.
Oh, not in my list.
It's
no.
number 22.
Is it because it's been so long? That's why. Or?
It was my number 14.
For me, it's I'm looking like Finding Nemo's. It's almost a masterpiece. It's not that it's been so long. It's that I don't know if a 2-hour plus movie can focus on a character like Dory for that long. Like how much depth can they give to her in the story? Like I hope it does. I hope it crushes. I hope it's exactly like Finding Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting that they chose to focus on Dory rather than a sequel, like a straight sequel. So.
Yeah.
So Gio, all right, you know you're on death row, right? And they're like, all right, you get to see one last movie before you go on death row, either Inferno or Captain America: Civil War. Which one do you choose?
Well, Inferno has more to do with heaven or hell, and I'm either going to go to one of
All right,
those places.
forget that.
but-
Just you can only see one of these movies, and you have to choose.
It would probably be Captain America: Civil War because I want to
all
leave.
I
I
wanted
want
to
to. I want to leave this. I want to leave this life on a high note. Okay,
It's like Inferno's like so depressing.
I know. It's like, yeah. What kind of question is that? It's like that's like saying, would you rather have?
I was just trying to find a way to get to you, but it's all good.
I mean, that's like saying, would you rather have barbecue chicken or prime rib? You know, it's like,
Oh, barbecue chicken.
God, I love barbecue chicken, but prime rib is.
I had a question for both of you then. Going off of that,
If you could only see one of these movies, which would it be? Only one.
Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Same reasons as why it's my number one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would love to see Civil War and Rogue One, but it's Batman vs Superman. That's a good question, though. It's a really good question.
I would have to go with Batman v Superman. I was thinking about Suicide Squad, but Batman v Superman's gonna have a little bit more lighter to it. You got Alfred and all that stuff. So.
And what about you?
Rogue One.
Really?
Star Wars is life to me. You know that. Both of you guys know that.
To me too, though.
So
it's like
it's Rogue One. No, just because I'm looking forward to Batman and Superman, but it's Rogue One for me. A Star Wars movie would take the crown any day of the week.
Yeah.
Cool. Last one for me. I didn't hear Hail Caesar from either of you.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's not at the top of my list.
It's because of damn Bridge of Spies. I don't know. It's just don't get me wrong. I love The Big Lebowski. It's one of my top. I would probably put it in my top 20, of all time. And this trailer has everything. The latest trailer that we saw has everything you would find in Coen Brothers. You got the kidnapping, and all that good stuff. I don't. We're gonna have to wait and see. I don't know.
We only have a month. It comes out like February 3rd or something like that. So
yeah. So that kind of tells me it's gonna be a little bit more fun.
Maybe it's this year's Kingsman.
Fun? Right?
No, we're the February movie that crushes.
No, yeah, I know.
All right. Well, any last comments?
No.
Final things?
I mean, I already told you, but I'm just so surprised how low Batman vs Superman is on your list. But you gave good reasoning, so I understand.
Yeah, it's just the Zack Snyder effect. Like, he's a good director. I wasn't the hugest fan of Man of Steel. That's why.
Hacksaw Ridge. Mel Gibson's gonna win Best Director next year. I'm calling it next year. Mel Gibson, Best Director.
Martin Scorsese, I think, for Silence.
Really?
I think he'll do good.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you, huh?
Best director?
David Ayer for Suicide Squad?
No, I'm gonna say.
Watch it be a film we haven't even heard of.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, he might get nominated.
Honestly.
Right now, I'll say Shane Black for The Nice Guys.
That's a great choice.
I'll say Shane Black for The
And
Nice
all I gotta
Guys.
say, I put The Nice Guys high on my honorable mentions list. Honestly, I didn't even think about it. But
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our most anticipated movies of 2016. Before we get out of here, I want to thank Gio and Jacob. Gio, where can they find you online, man?
You guys can find me on Twitter at GioRamos24 and on Apocaflixmovies.com. Every day I'll be writing Inferno throughout the month, so look out for that.
Jacob?
you can find me on Twitter at Governor Bartley, any social media at Jacob Bartley, and you can find me at the movie theaters watching Star Wars for the 7th time sometime soon.
Hey, I'll be right there with you, man. Let me know.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm so down.
You can find me, Jake Berlin, at Qui-Gon Jake at Twitter, Instagram, on Apocaflix Movies every day. Please make sure to check out our YouTube channel. Hit like and subscribe at Apocaflix Movies. We're giving out tons of videos, especially our Apocaflix Awards. We got 12 categories going up. Gio will be posting those up later. And thanks for joining us.